Hey everybody, this is Marcus. Dwayne the Rock Johnson opened up about Henry Cavill at the Oscars. So he was recently interviewed and he was talking about Henry not being Superman anymore. And of course, it was The Rock that actually made a huge pull about pulling Henry to play Superman again in his film Black Adam. Of course, it's a phenomenal movie. And for those who haven't seen it, it's on HBO Max, so check it out. But of course, spoiler territory, at the end credit scene, after when Black Adam talked to Amanda Waller, Superman actually showed up and said that he wanted to have a talk one-to-one, face-to-face. And it actually led to a promising sequel to where we probably would have gotten Superman and Black Adam teaming up, and then more than likely the Justice League or Shazam might have gotten involved. But what had happened was James Gunn came over to Warner Brothers, revamped the entire DCU franchise, and starts from scratch. And so, of course, Henry's not going to be Superman anymore. And then, as far as like what Dwayne, is he going to play Black Adam anymore? It kind of remains to be unseen. But I don't think so, because I believe that Dwayne is still kind of like a little disappointed by how things didn't turn out. So he was pretty vocal about it, but he was also professional at the same time. But you can tell he was very passionate about his project about Black Adam, considering he's a comic book fan himself, though. So, but we're gonna go ahead and check out the interview he did from Variety. So I'll make sure I'll put the link in the bottom description for you guys to check out. So we're gonna go ahead and look at it. But before I get started, thank you guys so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. And for those who are new to my channel, can you do me a solid? Make sure you like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications whenever I drop a video. And we're going to always keep this thing rolling, you guys. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and check out Dwayne's interview. And we're going to go ahead and take it from there. So, without further ado, let's do this thing.
Talked about you in the past about hosting this show. Would you ever do it?
Sure, yeah, I would host it. We've talked about it in the past, and I think maybe when the time is right, maybe there's a co-host situation happening.
The Rock is so cool.
Yeah, I would love it. I love the show. I love that it's our biggest night. We give our flowers up, to our passionate artists.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. This represents my daughter, so yeah.
Henry Cavill, you brought him back, but now they're saying he's not playing Superman. What do you think?
All that I could do and that we could do when we were making Black Adam was to put our best foot forward, surround ourselves with the best people, and then also deliver the best movie we could. Our audience score was in the 90s. Critics, took a couple of shots. That's just the business of it, though. But I think it's almost like when you have a pro football team and your quarterback wins championships, the head coach wins championships, and you have a new owner. And the new owner comes in, says, not my coach, not my quarterback, I'm going to go with somebody new.
So superhero you're going to play next?
What's the superhero I'm going to play next? Yeah, right now. No, I'm good for now.
Yeah, The Rock is, he's a cool guy. And he obviously answered the questions, like, very professionally. I mean, he definitely handled it like a champ, too. I would do the exact same thing. I know it was very disappointing on his end as far as, like, how he wanted to continue with the franchise. But obviously, the DCU definitely needs a reboot and a rehaul at the same time, too, though. But, Black Adam is an incredible character anyway. And of course, he has a rich history as far as, like, just his character and his origin story. It's pretty much on the same par as Shazam himself anyway, though. And I can't think of anybody else that can play Black Adam as awesome as Dwayne the Rock Johnson. The Rock can kill any role. I mean, he's definitely has, like, star power regardless, though. But, whether if he's going to come back in the future, he hasn't really spoken up about it. He's not quite for sure. But then again, stranger things, pun intended, has happened in the past. Especially when it comes to, like, actors and meeting with producers and directors. And if the money is good, too. If the money's good, then they'll definitely consider playing the character again, though. So, but obviously, it was definitely a blow for fans. well, especially myself, considering the fact that I like Henry Cavill. I thought he was awesome as Superman. But whoever's going to play Superman, especially in the upcoming movie that's coming out for the new DCU lineup, it's definitely going to have some huge shoes to fill. Everybody actually looked at Henry Cavill as being like the next generation's Christopher Reeves. You know, he was growing with the character, and the audience was starting to appreciate him too. I know I recently saw a report. Someone had actually mentioned something about how if Zack Snyder actually continued with the DCEU franchise cinemas, and apparently the direction they were going for didn't look too promising. From what I've heard about this though. I'm not for sure if that's even true or not. I obviously like Justice League. I thought it was pretty good. I think they were going with the right formula, especially if they were trying to catch up with Marvel. And that's practically what they were doing anyway. It's the fact that during the time, you know, Marvel was killing it. They're still killing it with their films, storytelling and everything. DC always lacked that when it comes to their films. Their animated series have always been on par, but they can never get the cinemas down pat. And Marvel had that formula, and they've been cruising with it. Now, some people have been saying, and I mentioned this before too, some people have been saying how Phase 4 was lacking, or, you know, wasn't that good at all, or ever since Avengers Endgame, you know, the MCU's been slacking. Honestly, I've seen them all. I thought they would have been incredible. I haven't really been much of a critic when it came to certain films. And I know a couple of the characters have been kind of iffy. But all in all, when it comes to character developments, the MCU is really great at that too, which is the reason why I'm excited for Phase 5 and Phase 6 anyway, especially with the Multiverse Saga. And then recently seeing Ant-Man 3, which has been incredible. Jonathan Majors killed the role as Kang the Conqueror. I'm looking forward to seeing him in Loki Season 2 and in the future as well, though. The Fantastic Four coming around the corner, we could be getting the lineage of the Richards too, considering that Kang's real name is Nathaniel Richards, and he's related to Reed Richards, so I'm curious how they're going to tackle with that. But when it comes to storytelling, Marvel's great at that, and that's something that DC has always lacked. And the thing is, it's a disappointing fact because DC is older than Marvel. They should be kings when it comes to both comics and the movies. And Marvel has only had them beat. I mean, Marvel's came out, it was Timely Comics previously, but Marvel's only been around about 6-7 years after Time or DC Comics, which is of course Detective Comics. But again, it goes back to how you're going to tell your stories and how it's all going to work out too, though. So, but that's where James Gunn comes in because of his experience at Marvel Studios and his friendship with Kevin Feige. That maybe with James Gunn on board, maybe he'll try to save the DCU. Who knows? Things are looking pretty promising, especially with the Batman movies coming out. We finally get a chance to have a Robin this time. We haven't had a Robin since the 1990s, especially with Chris O'Donnell playing Dick Grayson in Batman Forever. That's been since 1996, so we haven't really had a good Robin since the 90s. 95, basically. Yeah, 95 when Batman Forever came out. But we haven't had a solid Robin since then. And now we're going to have Damian Wayne, who is the son, the offspring of Bruce Wayne, and Talia al Ghul, who is the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, who's also the head of the Demon's Head too, though. So again, it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to do this. I'm actually hoping that the DC franchise will be good. I'd want them to succeed. I want them to be as epic as Marvel too. Hopefully, it's not going to be the same formula, but it'll be something different though. But as far as Dwayne the Rock Johnson goes, if he comes back to playing Black Adam, that'll be awesome. I know right now he's not really up to playing a character like Black Adam as of right now, but I think if the story is set and if the formula is right, that'll be great. I can ask him myself when I meet him down the road, because I definitely, as a comic book fan myself, I definitely think that he would pretty much think the same way I'm thinking as far as like, well, we got these characters coming up, you know, I feel you, man. You know, that's how I feel at the same time too. But, right now, it's kind of up in the air. We'll see what James Gunn's going to do. So it's all we can do. Right now, we'll just see what James Gunn's got in store, and we'll just take it from there, though. But those are definitely the questions I'll ask The Rock myself when I meet him down the road, though. So, and Henry Cavill, too, though. So, but Henry's killing it with Warhammer. So we'll just see how it goes, you guys. So, but what do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll put the interview in the bottom description for you guys to check out. Yeah, great interview. Of course, the Oscars were great too. Again, I think if the chances are open again, I think The Rock can definitely either reprise his role as Black Adam, or if an opportunity comes, we'll see how it goes though. So, but thank you guys so much for your support. I love y'all so much. And make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for those who are new. Thank y'all so much for supporting my channel. It really means a lot to me. I love y'all. Be good to each other. Love each other. Excelsior. I'll catch you guys in the next one.